Hello, my amazing learners. I'm thrilled that you've joined me today, and I promise that by the end of this session, you'll feel more confident, more motivated, and better equipped to speak English fluently. Whether you're just starting your journey or have been learning for years, this is your moment to break free from hesitation and speak with confidence. Let me begin by telling you something important. English is not as difficult as it seems. That's right. It's not some impossible mountain that you have to climb. It's not a secret code that only some people can crack. English is a tool, a skill, and like every skill, it can be learned. Not only can you learn it, but you can master it, and much faster than you think. All you need is the right approach, the right mindset, and consistent effort. I know how many of you feel when it comes to speaking English. You might feel nervous. You might worry about making mistakes. Maybe you even avoid speaking altogether because you're afraid that someone will laugh or correct you. Maybe you've been studying English in school, reading grammar books, memorizing vocabulary, yet still feel like speaking is hard. Your brain freezes. The words don't come out. You feel stuck. But let me assure you, this is completely normal. You are not alone. Many learners around the world go through this same struggle. I've been there too. I know what it's like to understand grammar on paper, but freeze when it's time to speak. I know the frustration of knowing the words, but forgetting them when needed most. And that's exactly why I created this guide, to show you that there is another way, a better way, a way that actually works. So how can we speak English fluently and confidently, without stress, without fear, and without wasting years stuck in the same place? It all starts with one simple but powerful step. Change your mindset. Yes, mindset is everything. If you believe that English is difficult, your brain will resist it. But if you believe that English is easy and enjoyable, your brain will open up. So right now, I want you to say this out loud. English is easy. I can speak English. I am learning every day. Repeat it again. English is easy. I can speak English. I am learning every day. These simple words are powerful. They reprogram your mind to embrace the language instead of fearing it. Think about it like this. When you were a baby learning to walk, you fell down many times. But did you stop trying? No, you kept going. You learned by trying, by failing, and by getting up again. That's exactly how language learning works. Mistakes are part of learning. They are proof that you are making progress. So don't aim to be perfect. Aim to practice. Perfection comes with practice, not before it. Once your mindset is right, the next step is to surround yourself with English. No, you don't need to move to an English-speaking country to do this. You can create your own English environment right where you are. Your house, your phone, your daily routine. Everything around you can become part of your English learning experience. Let's begin with something simple. Change the language on your phone to English. Every time you check messages, read notifications, or scroll through your apps, your brain will be exposed to English. This constant exposure will train your brain to become more comfortable with the language. Next, start thinking in English. This might sound difficult, but it's actually easier than you think. Right now, you might be thinking in your native language and then translating it to English. That's slow and frustrating. Instead, try to think in English directly. Start with simple thoughts like, I am making tea, or it is sunny outside, or I need to finish my homework. Don't worry about being perfect. Just start with small, simple sentences and repeat them often. Another great method is talking to yourself in English. You might feel a bit silly at first, but this is a powerful technique. Stand in front of a mirror and describe what you're doing. I am brushing my teeth. I am getting ready for school. Or, today I will learn 5 new words. The more you do this, the more natural speaking English will become. Label the objects around your house in English. Write the names of items like refrigerator, table, chair, door, and mirror on sticky notes and place them on those items. Every time you see them, read them aloud. Say, this is a refrigerator. I keep fruits and vegetables inside it. These small habits make a huge difference. Now let's talk about grammar, something that causes fear for many learners. Here's my advice. Stop worrying about grammar. Yes, grammar is important, but not at the beginning. If you wait until you understand perfect grammar before you start speaking, you will wait forever. Instead, focus on communication. Speak in simple sentences, make mistakes, learn from them. When children learn their first language, they don't study grammar. They listen, they repeat, and they speak. That's how you should learn English too. Try sentences like, she is cooking, I am reading, or they are playing outside. These simple structures are the foundation of fluent English. Master them through repetition. Say them out loud, many times a day. The more you say them, the more automatic they become. Speaking of speaking, make English part of your daily routine. Describe your actions in English throughout the day. Say, I'm making breakfast. I'm walking to the store, or I'm watching a movie. Speak even if nobody is listening. The act of speaking is what trains your brain and mouth to work together. Another powerful tool is listening and repeating. Choose videos or podcasts in English. Listen to a sentence, pause it, and repeat it exactly as you heard it. Copy the pronunciation, the rhythm, and the tone. This will not only help your pronunciation, but also help you sound more natural. Try repeating a sentence like, how are you doing today? Focus on how the words are joined, the stress and the emotion. Now let's talk about pronunciation. Many learners worry about their accent or being misunderstood. Let me tell you something. Perfect pronunciation is not required. Clear pronunciation is. Your goal is to be understood, not to sound exactly like a native speaker. In fact, many fluent English speakers around the world have different accents, and that's okay. To improve pronunciation, try repeating tongue twisters like, she sells seashells by the seashore, or Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. These funny sentences help train your mouth to pronounce English sounds more clearly. Say them slowly at first, then gradually increase your speed. You can also record yourself speaking. Pick a sentence, record yourself, and then listen to it. Compare it with how a native speaker says it. Notice the differences and adjust. This kind of self-feedback is incredibly helpful. Let's go even deeper. English has some sounds that may not exist in your native language. For example, the TH sound in words like think or this. To make this sound, place your tongue gently between your teeth and blow out air. It might feel strange at first, but with practice, it becomes natural. Another tricky pair is the L and R sound. In English, light and right are very different words. Practice saying them slowly. Light, right. Light, right. Place your tongue behind your upper teeth for the L and pull your tongue back slightly for the R. English is also a stress-timed language, which means some words are stressed more than others in a sentence. For example, in the sentence, I want to go to the store, the words want and store are stressed. Practice stressing important words and saying the less important ones more softly and quickly. Improving your vocabulary is another key to fluency. Don't just memorize random word lists. Learn new words through context. Read books, articles, and blogs in English. When you see a new word, don't skip it. Try to guess its meaning from the sentence, then look it up and use it in your own sentence. Flashcards were great for memorizing vocabulary. On one side, write the word. On the other side, group words by themes. For example, learn all the words related to food one week, like bread, butter, plate, fork, cook, and hungry. The next week, learn words related to school, teacher, homework, blackboard, exam, and pencil. Grouping words by topic helps you remember them better. And here's something really fun and effective. Try watching TV shows, movies, and YouTube videos in English with subtitles. First, watch with subtitles in your native language. Then watch with English subtitles. Finally, watch without subtitles. This will improve your listening, vocabulary, and pronunciation all at once. Consistency is key. Practice every day, even if only for 10 minutes. Make English part of your life. Listen to English music, think in English, read in English, write a daily diary in English, and talk to yourself in English. Over time, these small efforts become big results. Let's quickly go over everything we've discussed. Believe that English is easy. Surround yourself with English daily. Think in English. Don't fear grammar. Focus on speaking. Talk to yourself, even if you're alone. Practice pronunciation with repetition and recording. Grow your vocabulary with reading and flashcards. Be consistent. Do a little every day. You've got this, my friend. You have everything it takes to become fluent in English. It's not about talent. It's about mindset, consistency, and the right strategy. Now that we've set the foundation with a positive mindset and daily habits, let's explore even more ways to improve your English fluency naturally and confidently. Remember, learning a language is not about knowing everything. It's about using what you know again and again until it becomes a part of you. Let's talk about confidence. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. But here's the secret. You don't need to be fluent to be confident. You need to act confident. When you speak English, speak with energy, speak with pride. Even if you make mistakes, say your sentences with strength. When you speak with confidence, people will respect you and listen to you. Don't wait to be ready to speak. The truth is, you'll never feel 100% ready. The only way to get better at speaking is to speak. Start now, start small. Even if you only speak for 1 minute a day, it's better than waiting for the perfect day that never comes. Here's a practical tip. Pick a topic every day and speak about it for 1 to 2 minutes. For example, today's topic can be my favorite food. You might say, my favorite food is pizza. I like pizza because it is tasty. I eat pizza with my friends on weekends. Tomorrow's topic can be my daily routine. The day after that, my favorite movie. These topics are simple, but powerful because they help you think and speak without pressure. You can even record these mini speeches on your phone. Listen to them later. Notice where you pause, where you struggle, and where you speak fluently. Over time, your speech will become smoother, and your confidence will grow. Another amazing tool to help you is shadowing. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to someone speak English, like a YouTube video, a podcast, or a TV show, and you repeat their words immediately, almost at the same time. This helps you improve pronunciation, rhythm, and speaking speed. Try shadowing a short video clip, maybe 30 seconds long. Play it, listen, pause, repeat what they said exactly. Then try to say it again without looking. Do this a few times, and you'll start noticing a huge improvement in your speaking flow. Also, don't underestimate the power of reading out loud. When you read silently, your brain understands the words, but your mouth and tongue don't get any practice. When you read out loud, you train your speaking muscles. Choose a short paragraph from a book or an article and read it out loud every day. Want to make it even more powerful? Try this. Read the paragraph 3 times. The first time, read slowly and clearly. The second time, read at a normal speed. The third time, add emotion, like you're telling a story to someone. This trains your fluency and expression. Now let's talk about motivation. Sometimes you might feel tired. You might feel like giving up. You might think, I'll never become fluent. It's too hard. I'm too old. I've failed before. Let me tell you something very important. These are just thoughts, not facts. They are fear trying to hold you back. And you are stronger than fear. You are not too old. You are not too weak. You are not too late. In fact, you are right on time. Every great English speaker started somewhere. And most of them started exactly where you are, uncertain, nervous, and full of self-doubt. But they kept going. They practiced. They improved. And now, it's your turn. I believe in you. You must believe in yourself too. Keep reminding yourself why you want to learn English. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to study abroad. Maybe you want to travel the world. Or maybe you just want to speak confidently and express yourself freely. Whatever your reason is, Keep it close to your heart. Your why will push you forward on hard days. Here's a simple activity. Write down 5 reasons why learning English is important to you. Keep this list somewhere visible, on your wall, in your notebook, or on your phone. Read it every day. Let it remind you of your purpose. Now, let's talk about connecting with others. Speaking English with real people is one of the fastest ways to improve. But what if you don't have native speakers around you? No problem. You don't need native speakers to practice. You just need someone who wants to learn, just like you. Join online English communities, Facebook groups, or language exchange apps like HelloTalk, Tandem, or Speaky. Find a partner who is also learning English. Practice speaking together for just 10 to 15 minutes a day. You'll motivate each other, correct each other, and grow together. Another helpful idea is creating an English diary or journal. Every evening, write 5 to 10 sentences about your day. For example, today I went to the market. I bought vegetables. I met an old friend. I watched a movie in the evening. I felt happy. This simple writing habit helps you think in English, form sentences faster, and review vocabulary you already know. You don't need fancy grammar or difficult words. Keep it simple. Write as if you are telling a friend about your day. Over time, you will start writing more easily and naturally. Want to take it one step further? Try making short daily vlogs in English. Record yourself speaking for 1 to 2 minutes about your day, your thoughts, your dreams, or a topic you enjoy. These daily video journals will help you build fluency, clarity, and confidence like nothing else. Let's also bust a big myth. You don't need a British or American accent to be fluent in English. Fluency is not about accent, it's about clear communication. Your unique accent is part of who you are. Embrace it. Aim to speak clearly, not to sound like someone else. The world is full of English speakers from India, Nigeria, Brazil, China, Russia, and many more countries. And they all speak in their own beautiful way. Fluency is not speaking fast, it's speaking clearly, confidently, and without hesitation. So slow down if needed. Use pauses. Think before you speak. That's how great communicators talk. Let's talk briefly about mistakes again. Mistakes are not failures. They are signs that you are trying, learning, and improving. Every time you make a mistake, smile and say, "Good, I've learned something new." Mistakes are your teachers. Don't run from them. Thank them. In fact, when you speak English and someone corrects you, be happy. It means they are helping you improve. Don't feel embarrassed. Feel thankful. Every correction is a step toward fluency. Also, remember to celebrate your progress. Maybe today you learned 5 new words. Maybe this week you spoke for 5 minutes without hesitation. Maybe you finally understood a sentence in your favorite movie without subtitles. These are victories. Celebrate them. Reward yourself. Progress is made of small wins, not giant leaps. If you ever feel stuck, try something new. Change your routine. Try watching English cartoons if you usually watch serious lectures. Try listening to music, singing along to the lyrics, or reading Poe. Variety keeps learning fun and exciting, and yes, make it fun. English is not just a school subject, it's a living language. Play games like Scrabble, Wordle, or crosswords. Do quizzes. Watch English comedy videos. Laugh. Enjoy the journey. One more thing, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people speak fluently in 6 months. Others take 2 years. That's okay. This is your journey. Focus on your growth. You are doing better than you think. Let me now give you a quick 7-day English fluency challenge that you can start today. Are you ready? Day 1. Speak about yourself for 1 minute. Introduce your name, age, hobbies, and what you like. Day 2. Describe your daily routine out loud. Day 3. Talk about your family for 2 minutes. Day 4. Watch a 2-minute English video and repeat every sentence. Day 5. Learn 5 new words and make sentences with each. Day 6. Call a friend and speak in English for 5 minutes. Day 7. Record a video diary about your week and how you feel. Simple, right? Try this challenge and repeat it every week. Each time, you'll be better than before. Remember, fluency is not a destination. It's a journey, and every step you take matters. Don't quit. Don't pause. Just keep moving forward, one sentence at a time, one word at a time. And remember this always. You can do it. You are doing it. You will speak English fluently. Now I want you to stop for a moment and reflect. Think about how far you've come, not just in English, but in life. You've faced struggles. You've overcome fear. You've stayed strong when things felt difficult. And right now, you're still here. You're still trying. You're still learning. That alone is something to be proud of. Sometimes we forget to celebrate ourselves. We focus too much on what we don't know instead of being proud of what we do know. Today, I want you to say this with me. I may not be fluent yet, but I am on my way. I may make mistakes, but I will not stop. Every word I learn is a brick in the strong house I am building. One day, I will speak English confidently, and that day is coming closer. Every single day. Let me share something very real with you. Many people start learning English, but not everyone finishes. Why? Because they lose patience. Because they doubt themselves. Because they wait for motivation instead of creating it. But you are different. You are not here by accident. You're here because deep down, you know you are meant for more. You're here because you believe in a future where you are heard, respected, and understood in English. And I believe in that future for you too. English is more than just a language. It's a bridge to your dreams, a bridge to travel, a bridge to better jobs, a bridge to new friendships, a bridge to freedom. But every bridge is built brick by brick, step by step. Don't try to jump the whole bridge. Just lay one brick today. That could be reading one article in English, listening to a podcast while walking, watching a motivational video and repeating sentences, writing down 3 new words and using them in your own sentence, practicing a short speech in front of a mirror. One small action every day. That's the secret. That's the power. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up. Every day. With heart. With hope. Let me tell you something that changed my life. And it can change yours too. You don't have to be great to start. But you have to start to become great. Don't wait for the perfect moment to learn. Create it. Turn your phone into your teacher. Turn your notebook into your passport. Turn your voice into your power. If you feel shy, speak anyway. If you feel stuck, practice anyway. If you feel scared, show up anyway. Because that's how champions are made. And make no mistake, you are a champion in the making. When you speak English, you are not just using new words. You are becoming a new version of yourself. A version that is brave, bold, and unstoppable. Just imagine it now. You walk into an interview room and speak fluently. You travel to a new country and make friends easily. You stand on a stage and share your story with the world. You talk to anyone, anywhere, and they listen to you. That future is waiting, but you don't need to wait for it. You create it starting today. Speak with courage, learn with love, practice with purpose, fail with pride, rise with strength, and one day soon someone will ask you, "Wow, how did you learn to speak English so fluently?" And you'll smile and say, "I didn't quit. I believed. I practiced. I kept going." That is your story. That is your power. That is your future. So today, promise me this. No more fear, no more excuses, no more waiting, no more saying, "I'll start tomorrow." You start now. You speak now. You learn now. Because if not now, then when? The time is not later. The time is now. Take a deep breath, hold your head high, look in the mirror and say, "I am ready. I will learn. I will speak. I will succeed." Now go out there and make your dreams real. The English language is no longer a wall in front of you. It is a door. And you, my friend, hold the key. Let's open it. Let's speak English. Let's change our lives. Let's do this together. You see, every language is a world in itself. And by learning English, you're not just memorizing grammar rules or vocabulary. You're gaining access to an entirely new universe. A universe where you can connect with people across the globe. You can watch any movie, understand any podcast, read any book without subtitles. You can express your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas, clearly and powerfully. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter how old you are. And it definitely doesn't matter how many times you failed in the past. Because every day is a fresh start. And today's the day you stop being a passive learner and become a confident speaker. Want to speak better? Then speak more. Don't just watch English videos, repeat after them. Don't just read English articles, talk about them out loud. Don't just write vocabulary. Use those words in real sentences. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Record your voice. Start a journal. Make mistakes and love them. Because mistakes mean you're trying. Mistakes mean you're learning. Mistakes mean you are alive on this journey. Don't say my English is bad. Say, my English is in progress. Say, I am learning. I am growing. I am improving. Every time you feel stuck, ask yourself, what would my life look like if I could speak English confidently right now? How would it feel to say what I mean, without fear? How much more could I achieve if I believed in my voice? Because guess what? Fluency isn't only for the lucky. It's for the consistent. It's for the persistent. It's for the courageous learners like you. You don't need fancy courses. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country. You need one thing: commitment. Just 15 minutes a day. That's all it takes to change your future. Not 1 hour, not perfection, just consistency. Start today. Open your mouth and say one full sentence in English. Watch a 2-minute English short and repeat every line. Write one paragraph about your day in English. Teach one English word to someone else. If you do this every day, no matter how small, you will become fluent. I promise you. And one day, you'll realize something amazing. You'll realize that you no longer translate in your head. You just speak. You'll realize that English is no longer a subject. It's your superpower. So don't let fear stop you. Let your goals speak louder than your doubts. Let your dreams be stronger than your insecurities. Because you are not just learning English. You're becoming someone who believes in themselves. Someone who is ready to shine. Someone who says, I won't stop until I succeed. Your journey will be tough at times. You'll get tired. You'll want to quit. You'll doubt yourself. But when that happens, come back to this video. Play it again. Let these words remind you of your strength. Let them remind you of who you are. You are a learner. You are a fighter. You are a future fluent speaker. The world is waiting to hear your voice. So don't hold back. Let your voice rise. Speak your truth. And speak it in English. And as your journey continues, I want you to understand something even deeper. Fluency isn't a finish line. It's not a place you arrive at and stop. Fluency is a state of growth where you get better, sharper, and more confident every day. And the beauty of it is, every step you take matters. You may not notice the progress in a single day, but over time, it becomes undeniable. One day, you'll look back and smile at the memory of struggling to say a single sentence. Because now, you'll be speaking full paragraphs with ease. That's the quiet miracle of consistent effort. It builds you into the kind of person you always wanted to be. English is not about having a perfect accent or knowing every single word. It's about communication. It's about being able to share your thoughts, your experiences, and your ideas with the world. And the more you practice, the more clearly you'll speak, not just with words, but with confidence. So don't worry if your grammar isn't perfect. Don't hold back if your vocabulary is limited. That's how every fluent speaker once felt. The difference is, they didn't let those limits stop them. They practiced. They failed. They tried again. And eventually, they succeeded. Every single fluent English speaker you've ever admired, they all started where you are. They stumbled over words, they felt nervous, they hesitated, but they kept going. And so will you. You don't have to study for hours each day. You just need to stay consistent. Watch short videos in English. Repeat what you hear. Read something out loud. Keep a small notebook of words and phrases you like. Use English whenever and wherever you can. Bit by bit, it becomes second nature. Even when no one's watching, even when you feel like it's not working, keep going, because the results are coming. Quietly, invisibly, every time you try, your brain is adapting, your mouth is learning, and your confidence is growing. English isn't something you have to fear. It's something you are slowly mastering. You're not behind. You're becoming. You're not failing. You're forming the foundation of your future. And let me tell you this, the day will come when you'll speak without thinking. You'll write messages, have conversations, and share your voice in English without feeling anxious. You'll smile, not just because you've become fluent, but because you didn't give up when it was hard. That moment, that breakthrough is waiting for you. And every time you choose to show up, even for a few minutes, you move one step closer to it. So no matter what anyone else says, no matter how slow it feels, never doubt your path. You are doing something powerful. You are becoming someone powerful. Keep going, keep believing, keep speaking. Because the best version of yourself, the one who speaks English freely, confidently, and with pride, is not a dream. It's your future, and you're already walking toward it. And as you walk toward that future, remember, it's okay to feel uncertain. It's okay to feel frustrated. Every learner, at some point, questions themselves. But those who keep moving despite those doubts, those are the ones who succeed. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path is unique. Your progress is personal. Just because someone else speaks faster or more fluently doesn't mean they're better. It just means they're on a different step of the same staircase. Focus on your step. Own it. Master it. Then move to the next one. When you learn English, you're not just learning a language. You're training your mind to think differently. You're expanding your world. You're opening doors to cultures, stories, careers, and people you never could have connected with before. That's not just education. That's transformation. And yes, you will be tested. There will be moments where you'll forget words you've practiced, times when your tongue gets stuck, moments when someone doesn't understand you. But none of that means failure. It just means growth. It means you're trying. It means you're alive in the process. Even in those hard moments, remember, mistakes are not the opposite of success. They are a part of success. Every time you mess up and try again, you build strength. You build skill. You build confidence. So go ahead, make those mistakes. Mispronounce, forget, repeat, ask questions, practice out loud, even if your voice shakes. These are not weaknesses. These are signs of a learner who is becoming powerful. And one day, you will thank yourself for not quitting, for staying in the game, for repeating that same word over and over until it finally clicked. Because that repetition, that persistence, is what turns a learner into a speaker. And then, English won't feel like something outside of you. It will feel like a part of you, natural, effortless, yours. So today, tomorrow, and every day after, keep choosing to learn. Keep choosing to believe that you can. Keep choosing to speak, even when it's hard. Because no matter how far you still have to go, you've already come so far. And as we continue, let's talk about something important: consistency. Fluency is not born in a day, it's built daily. If you want English to become second nature, then make it a part of your daily life. Not just for 2 hours on Sunday, but for 10 minutes today, 15 minutes tomorrow, 30 minutes the next day. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Show up for your learning. Every day, let English surround you. Change your phone's language settings. Watch your favorite movies or series with subtitles. Read children's books in English. They use simple language and they're powerful tools. Speak to yourself in English in the mirror. Describe what you're doing while you're cooking or walking or cleaning. These small practices stack up, slowly, quietly, powerfully. And don't be afraid to sound wrong. Every native speaker was once a baby who didn't know a single word. No one starts fluent. Fluency is not a gift, it's a result. A result of effort, mistakes, repetition, and time. Here's the truth. The fastest learners aren't the smartest. They're the bravest. They're the ones who try, who fall, who rise, who try again. Be that person. Be brave. Start thinking in English, even if it's just short thoughts. I am walking to the market. I need to drink water. I feel tired today. This is how you rewire your mind. This is how you make English not something you study, but something you live. And when you write, don't worry about grammar at first. Just write. Let the thoughts flow. You can correct later. Writing is speaking in slow motion. It trains your brain to form thoughts clearly. And clarity is the first step toward fluency. Also, remember the power of listening. Listen as much as you can. To podcasts, to speeches, to music, to real conversations. When you listen often, you begin to absorb patterns, phrases, rhythm, intonation. You begin to feel the language, not just understand it. And when you feel the language, speaking becomes easier, natural, joyful. Let this language become your tool, your passport, your superpower. And if ever you feel stuck again, just come back to this truth. The only people who fail are the ones who stop. You're not one of them. You're still here, still learning, still growing. And because of that, your success is just a matter of time. Now let's go even deeper. You see, English is not just something you learn, it's something you become familiar with. The more time you spend with it, the more comfortable you become. It's like building a friendship. At first, there may be silence, awkward pauses, misunderstandings. But over time, it flows. Naturally, smoothly, with confidence. So start treating English like a friend, not a subject. Talk to it, listen to it, laugh with it, be patient with it. There will be days when it feels frustrating, when you forget a word you knew yesterday, when you can't understand someone's accent, when your tongue just won't form the sentence you practiced 10 times. And that's okay, because growth is never comfortable, and progress is never a straight line. On those days, remind yourself, the struggle means you're stretching, the confusion means you're evolving, the mistakes mean you're brave enough to try, and always celebrate the small wins. If you understood a scene in an English movie, celebrate it. If you used a new word correctly, celebrate it. If you answered a question in class, in a meeting, or in public, even if it wasn't perfect, celebrate it. Why? Because those small wins become big results. And here's another secret. Speak before you're ready. Don't wait to feel confident. Confidence doesn't come first. Courage does. Speak with fear. Speak with doubt. But speak anyway. That's how confidence is built. One sentence at a time. Let me also remind you, your accent is not a weakness. It's a part of your identity. It tells the story of where you come from. And you don't need to erase that story to be respected in English. You just need to be clear, understandable, expressive. You don't have to sound native. You just have to be you. So keep learning, keep listening, keep speaking, keep showing up. Because every minute you invest in your English journey is a minute invested in yourself. And I promise you, nothing you learn will ever be wasted. Every single word you learn becomes part of your personal toolbox, tools that you'll carry with you wherever you go. Maybe you won't use a word today, maybe not even tomorrow, but one day, at the perfect moment, that word will rise to the surface. It will help you express yourself clearly, powerfully, confidently, and you'll be glad you learned it. You see, English opens doors, not just to other people, but to other parts of yourself. New vocabulary helps you explore new ideas. Reading new stories in English helps you understand different cultures, different emotions, different ways of thinking. You begin to see the world with wider eyes. And as your world expands, so does your confidence. But let's talk about something even deeper. Learning English is not just about job interviews or travel or exams. It's also about discovering who you are when you push through fear, when you overcome struggle, and when you achieve something you once thought was impossible. It's about realizing, if I can do this, what else can I do? And that realization is powerful. That's when English stops being just a language and becomes a mirror. A mirror that shows you your courage, your effort, your resilience. Let's talk about practice now. Not perfect practice, but real practice. Sometimes learners get stuck in a cycle of studying but never using. Reading grammar books, watching tutorials, taking notes, but not speaking, not applying, and not testing their skills in the real world. Here's the truth. Real progress comes when you practice like it matters. Not just memorizing for a test, but practicing like your future depends on it. Because it does. So here's what you do. Start speaking daily, even if it's just to yourself. Record your voice. Play it back. Listen to your rhythm, your pronunciation, your tone. Improve one thing at a time. Imitate fluent speakers. Find your favorite English speaker on YouTube, in movies, in podcasts. Repeat after them. Mirror their tone, their pauses, their flow. Write daily. Keep a journal. Write about your day, your dreams, your struggles. Don't worry about grammar. Just express. Think in English. Even if you don't say it out loud, practice forming your thoughts in English. Narrate your actions. Ask yourself questions in English. Respond to them. These simple practices change everything. They move English from a classroom activity to a real part of your life. And over time, something magical happens. You stop learning English and you start living it. Let's talk about fear now. Fear is the biggest wall between you and fluency. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of being laughed at. Fear of not be. But what if I told you that the most fluent people in the world still make mistakes? Even native speakers forget words, mix up grammar, and say awkward things sometimes. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. Being willing to communicate even when it's messy. Being okay with not knowing everything. So embrace fear. Let it walk beside you. Not in front of you, not behind you, but beside you. And every time fear whispers, "You can't do this," I want you to respond, "Watch me," because you can. Now let's talk about connection. Language is about connection. And when you learn English, you gain the power to connect with billions of people across the world. You can listen to their stories, share your own, make friends from different cultures, build professional networks, start businesses, teach, learn, inspire. Think about that. But what if I told you that the most fluent people in the world still make mistakes? Even native speakers forget words, mix up grammar, and say awkward things sometimes. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. Being willing to communicate even when it's messy. Being okay with not knowing everything. You could meet someone from another part of the world, someone with a completely different background, and understand them. They could understand you, all because you learned this language. Isn't that incredible? That's the real gift of English. Not just access to information, but access to humans. So if you ever feel discouraged, if you ever feel like giving up, remember this. Someone out there is waiting to hear your voice. Someone out there needs your story, your perspective, your energy. And English will help you deliver it. Let's talk about time now. Some people ask, how long will it take me to become fluent? And the answer is, it depends. It depends on how often you practice. It depends on your attitude. It depends on your consistency. But here's a better question. How long will I keep going, no matter what. Because if your answer is, as long as it takes, then you are already unstoppable. Time is not the enemy. Time is your partner. Time gives you chances every day to get better. You don't need to rush. You just need to keep moving forward. Remember this. Fluency is not a destination. It's a journey. A beautiful, challenging, empowering journey. And every step you take matters. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. One day, you will speak fluently. One day, you will be able to say everything you want to say, exactly the way you want to say it. You will answer questions in interviews confidently. You will write powerful emails. You will travel and feel free. You will share your ideas without fear. You will inspire others who are just starting. And you will look back and thank yourself for not quitting. So here we are, near the end of this journey together. And yet, really, you're just getting started. You've learned a lot already, but the best is yet to come. Because now, you know the truth. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to sound native. You don't need to rush. You just need to keep showing up. With heart, with hunger, with hope. So what's next? You make a commitment. Right now, say it with me. I am not just learning English. I am transforming my life. I will speak. I will listen. I will grow. I will believe in my voice, even when it shakes. I will keep going, especially when it's hard. I will not compare. I will not quit. I will succeed. This is your promise, your mindset, your power. Now imagine it. You are standing on a stage, speaking in English to an audience that is moved by your words, or sitting in a meeting, sharing ideas with, or traveling to a new country, making friends without fear, or teaching others what you've learned. All of it is possible, and it all begins with this decision: to continue, to persist, to believe. So today, as we close this journey, I want you to remember, your voice matters, your dreams matter, and your English journey is worth every second of effort. Keep learning, keep speaking, keep dreaming, and I'll see you at the top, where your voice is powerful, your confidence is unshakable, and your English flows like second nature. The best is yet to come, and it begins with you, right now. Let's go. Let's speak English. Let's change your life, together.